Alright, hey guys, this is Legends of Z here, and I'm here to show you an engineer build I've been using. As you can see, I'm not really the best at GW2 PvP. As you can see, I'm only ranked 44, but I play NG a good amount. It's my main, and I've been running with the meta build, or what's considered to be the meta build in North America. I saw this build a while ago when the patch first hit, the April 15th, on an EU tournament player. NG is really good, but he stopped playing. I tried the build out. I didn't really like it at first. Rifle seemed clunky, but I used to run pistol shield. And then again, a few weeks ago, I saw Tournament Legends. I saw 5 gauge from Good Fights running this build. I decided to give it a try again, and I really liked it, so I'll show you the build I've been using. So let's go into gear first. We're using a rifle. This is a Celestial Power Hybrid Condi build, and rifle really emphasizes the power part. I've never tried out pistol shield or pistol, but pistol shield, utility-wise, pretty good. The Condis on pistol is kind of extraneous because we're running 3 kits, as you can see, and we don't really need that many Condis. You could try it out. Comment in the section below telling me how it works out. Next, we're running Sigil of Battle. This is a really strong sigil for this build. It says 20 seconds, 3 stacks of might, but it's actually 34 seconds or 35 because we're running with Rune of Strength. This will give us about 9 stacks of might, permanent uptime, and about 2/5 of the time 12 stacks. Next, we're running Sigil of Doom. Ever since the April 15th patch, people began to realize how strong Sigil of Doom was. Basically, if you don't know, poison cuts your opponent's healing by 33%, and with NG, especially this build, you can probably keep up, if you're smart about it, 100% poison uptime, and it will really just cripple your enemy's build, especially warrior healing signet. That's their main way to heal, so if you can cut that by 33%, you're good to go against warriors. So for Rune, we're running Rune of Strength. So 434 power, 434 ferocity, 434 precision. As you can see, the stats down here, you can't really call that a power build, right? But Rune of Strength makes it the power build. You're getting plus 7% damage while under the effects of might, and that will basically be up 100% of the time because Sigil of Battle and some other minor stuff. But it raises might duration by a lot, making you stronger, and it's just a really good, it's been buffed a lot. It's really good since the patch. And lastly, we're running, of course, with Celestial Amulet, which is what makes it a hybrid build. Now we're going to traits. We're going 60062, or I was about to say 30003010. So we're running 2, 9, 11, and I'll go into that. Minor trait, dodge. When you dodge, you drop a bomb. It's pretty strong. It crits up to 1k, around 1k. You don't really notice it, but it's there. It's pretty useful. Shrapnel, there's nothing really else you can take here. You could try some other stuff. Yeah. But it really just boosts the DPS of your nades. If you're lucky, you can get some extra bleeds on all these nades. Next, we got Reserve Mines. I really like this trait. It's not really helpful. 90-second cooldown. You notice it, but it doesn't really do anything. Incendiary Power is probably one of the strongest traits, I think, in my opinion, NG has. The burning damage is just insane, and then you can constantly keep inflicting it every 10 seconds. It's pretty good. It's a good, large DPS boost. Next, we got Explosions cause vulnerability. The only explosions you really have are the nades, and it's pretty strong. You can keep up, if you just went through each of these skills once, you can get up to 15 stacks of vuln. It really helps with your hard-hitting hits like Blunderbuss, Jump Shot, or Pry Bar. Next is Grenadier, which is a must-have if you're running nades. It basically just adds another nade to all your attacks, and it gives you extra range. But with this build, I wouldn't really... Well, with my playstyle, I don't really like hanging in the back, especially because all your hard-hitting attacks are close range. So that covers explosives. Now Alchemy. We're running with Invigorating Speed. Oh, I forgot to go over Minor Trait. Hidden Flask. This trait is really strong. unless you're going against a Necro, because they'll just corrupt boon you and screw you over. But otherwise, it's a pretty strong trait against any other class. Duels is really strong. Yeah, so Invigorating Speed, it's really good synergy with speedy hits. They did nerf it, but you know, it's still there. It's still pretty good. Gives you good vigor uptime, keeps you surviving long fights. Transmute, this is a really fun trait. I like it. To start off fights, if they try to blind you, immobilize you, it'll just turn that into Fury or Swiftness. And if it's Fury, you can really melt them down fast. Backpack Regenerator is a really strong trait. With this build, regen gives you about 184 health per tick, and 139 is pretty close to 184, so it's almost like doubling regen, but you're not always going to have regen up, so it'll act as your own permanent regen. Energy Conversion Matrix, I don't really notice it, because when you do have a lot of boons on you, if it's like a 1v1, it'll be when Hidden Flask pops, but you're getting Fury at that time, so your attack is already going up by a lot, and you don't really notice it. But it's there, it's a good boost. Last year, running with Protection Injection. There's nothing really in this line that helps us otherwise, but something that engineers lack are good stun breaks. Elixir S is pretty good, turns you invulnerable for a bit. But we do have one stun break, which is the Tool Belt skill of Elixir Gun. But this really, slows down enemies if they're trying to burst you, because usually if you're being targeted or something, they'll stun you first so they can get successful burst off of you. But when they stun you, you'll be getting protection, and it'll basically just get rid of 33% of incoming damage, and it helps you stay up longer, especially if you're going against like a Hambo warrior and they manage to stun you, you get protection, and then they'll lose a lot of their DPS. Lastly, tools, Adrenaline Pump. 10 endurance isn't really that much. Like, I'll show you right now. If I dodge roll and then use F1, it only gives you about like 1/10 of your endurance. I mean, it's alright, but it's not the best trait. Next, we're running the speedy kits. I think it's a must-have with NG. Makes them really mobile. If you want to backcap or something, it helps you get around the map really fast. So that's about it. You can try some other stuff. I don't really know what would work. I've really been sticking to what 5 gauge and the other NG from EU is running. If you find something that works, please tell me in the comment section below. I'd love to try it out. Let's go on to skills and stuff. So for healing, we'll be running Healing Turret, which is probably one of the best heals for NG in my opinion. If you don't know how to use the Healing Turret, or like how it works, you can probably look up a few videos on that. But if you want, I'll make a video on that too. So for our first utility skill, we're running Grenade Kit. Grenade Kit is a really overpowered kit. I used to not run with grenades a long time ago. It was either Bomb Kit and Flamethrower or Toolkit and Rocket Boots, but now I think grenades are a must-have because they're so overpowered. Utility-wise and DPS-wise, some of these grades have great base damage as long as with Condi damage, like the Bleeds, the Vuln. The Chill is really good in fights on a 20-second cooldown. So overall, it lets you do good damage from range too. So overall, the Grenade Kit's a really strong kit, and it's not that fun though. Next is Elixir Gun. Elixir Gun, when I first saw it, I didn't really like it, but once you get used to it, the utility it provides is amazing. Elixir F, it doesn't say it here, but when you first use it and it lands, it takes off one Condi off of you, but after that the other ticks don't really do anything, they just heal you. It helps with survivability. Acid Bomb, I think it replaces two things that we traded out in this build. We're missing the forward skill from Shield, which is a blast finisher, and we're missing Rocket Boots, which is a really nice skill. This gives you a blast finisher as long as like a mini Rocket Boot, so it's really strong. Before you couldn't cancel it, but now you can cancel it if you press 4 and then switch. Oh, I did that wrong. If you press 4 and then drop bundle immediately, it'll just stop you in midair. It's pretty strong now. Fumigate is really good in team fights, or if someone's down and you're trying to bleed them, you can just poison them. It takes off condies off of your allies when you hit them with it, and there's about 5 ticks, I think. So you're taking off about 5 condies. But it doesn't take condies off of you, so other than that, I don't really use it. Elixir F, I don't really use at all. It doesn't really provide much utility. Cripple, there's other ways to come by cripple. But the main reason why I love Elixir Gun so much is the Tranquilizer Dart. The weakness it gives is really strong. It shuts down DPS classes if you can keep up the weakness. You can get used to a rotation where you fire a few Tranquilizer Darts, then go on with your regular fighting, and switch back to Elixir Gun and fire the Tranquilizer Darts. You can really shut down like Ellies, Warriors, Thieves. It's really strong. And it's an auto attack too. Next is Toolkit. Toolkit provides so much utility. Magnet's really strong. Everything's really strong this, except for the auto attack maybe. So Magnet, you can combo with Pry Bar. Good players know to dodge Magnet, but there's ways to get around it, like canceling it, but the animation will still show. I'll show you that in some other video maybe. Gear Shield is a really good panic button. It's not a stun break, but it basically acts as a stun break. It's really strong. It negates all physical damage coming to you. And then Pry Bar, it does a lot of physical damage along with 5 stacks of confusion, which can really shut down like classes like Double Dagger Ellie or maybe Thieves. It does about 3k when it crits. It's really strong. I usually combo it with Magnet. And then Box of Nails, it's good for kiting. Other than that, I don't really bother using it in like actual fights because I forget about it. But you should keep it in mind, it's pretty good. Lastly, for Elite, we're using Supply Crate, of course. Elixir X might be good for some things, but maybe you only want Rampage, but it'll give you Tornado. So it's really RNG based, and I don't really like that. Mortar, I just don't even look at. Next, Tool Belt skill is Regenerating Mist. It's really strong. It gives you like a temporary water field, and you can blast it with your Acid Bomb if you're in trouble. You F1 and then blast, and it gives you area healing. Next we have Grenade Barrage. I don't really use it that much, but I just realized you can throw it for 7 stacks of Vuln. They all hit, and that's pretty strong. It boosts your DPS by a good amount. So Healing Mist is really strong. It's your stun break, as well as giving you 13 seconds of regen. It's pretty strong. I would save it for stun breaks, of course. You already have another source of regen. And then Throw Wrench, I don't really use it that much, but the Vuln could be useful if you want it. And yeah, that's about it, guys. If you have any comments or questions, suggestions, just leave it in the comment section below. I tried making this video a bit more serious, so I could avoid some hate that might be pending if I made it like really joking and stuff. But if you guys don't like my voice or something, or you don't like the way I talk, sorry I can't change it. Just please don't hate on my video for it. So yeah, if you want to see anything else, I play a few other classes. You can ask for that. I'll create some content for that. But thanks for watching, guys. If you like the video, subscribe, like, even favorite if you like it that much. And I'll see you some other time, guys. Thanks for watching.